Well, a lot of our members have family in the service. A lot of our members are servicemen. As the soldiers come home, they translate into the police and fire service so well, and even the corpsmen translate into our medic field very well. And we have a very steep history of firefighters that have served in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. Not to mention our sons and daughters that are over there protecting it. And not to mention the fact that it's just the right thing to do. These young men and young women signed up to put themselves in harm's way for a volunteer army that they didn't have to do, and they left their families behind and they went overseas and said, I'll take care of this for you. You go ahead and you go sleep tight tonight. So we owe a lot of respect and a big debt of gratitude to those young men and women. We have 5,000 members in Chicago. We have 15,000 members in the state of Illinois. And of those 15,000 members, we have 215 local affiliates that are all on board and supporting this, hosting different events all over the state of Illinois. Right now, we have Banterra Bank who's supporting us, and all that money comes back to help us support programs like Operation Support Our Troops, and to help. We do a lot of help and support for our locally wounded. Boys from Illinois who've come back with single, double amputations, multiple injuries. So our scope is much bigger than just Operation Support Our Troops, but they are really one of our major sponsors and somebody that we really enjoy working with. We're hosting Great America Days this year, where everybody who comes through Great America, we get a percentage of the ticket sales. We're having an AFFI Day down in St. Louis at Cardinal Stadium. Go figure, 5 professional sports teams in Illinois, and we're having a game in St. Louis Cardinal Stadium. Banterra Bank is hosting an event, T-shirt sales for us. We've given away 4 cars recently to severely wounded members of the armed forces, all here in Illinois. We're looking to do an event at Arlington Park Racetrack, a black tie event coming up at the end of the summer, probably late August. So it's things like that. We're trying to get the community involved, make sure businesses, that have a stake in the community, that are anchored in the community, give back to the community. And firefighters have a very trustworthy reputation. So when we come and knock on your door and say we're hosting the event, and we promise you that all the money will go to the right place, people trust us and they believe in us, and our 501c3 says so. When I got involved with the union, we had been helping a lot of other organizations like Muscular Dystrophy and Make-A-Wish Foundation, but we hadn't been doing anything for the troops. So when I brought the concept of let's do this, let's do what we can do to help our soldiers that are out there and help Operation Support Our Troops and raise money for care packages and everything else. It was open. I was received with such open arms that I'm really proud of it. I think we're closing in on about the $1 million raised. Yeah, that's bigger than $1 million donated because of expenses on everything that you have. But still, it's been so well received that when I look around the state of Illinois now, and I see locals like Palatine and Arlington Heights, and I see small locals like Springfield down in central Illinois that are jumping on board and they're taking a run with it. I'm pretty emotional about it. I feel like, wow, this is something I gave birth to. It's a concept that I had that I didn't know if people were going to embrace. And thank God for the 15,000 members that are all jumping on board and running with it, because long after I'm gone, this thing is going to be something that Illinois firefighters do and carry on. And we're becoming a model for the nation right now. The International Association of Firefighters has taken notice as to what Illinois is doing, and you're going to see this in other states. And once you meet the families of these wounded who've come back, and you meet the wounded themselves, it's an addiction. You can't help but help again. You just get so sucked into it. You just want to keep on giving and giving.